How you doing, folks? This is Silman Guanchu here with Pokemon Go. Just to let you know that there is a new version of Pokemon Go. The new version is version 31 build 0. If you don't have it, or if you haven't already upgraded, if your app hasn't upgraded automatically yet, I suggest that you do so by going to your Google Play or your Play Store for Android users, and for Mac users or the Apple phone, you go to your Apple Store. So if you go to your download version, it will have the you can do your manual upgrade by clicking on install. Mine, I already installed it, so the option here is open because I already have it. Want to go with you a couple of changes that this new upgrade has brought to your game. Obviously, version 31 build 0 avatars can now be recustomized for the training profile from the training profile screen. That means that you can recustomize your avatar. You can change it. Can change the gender, the gender, the colors of your clothing, things like that. I'll go over with you as far as how do you do that, how do you access the way that you can recustomize your avatar. Adjust the battle move damage values for some Pokemon. So some changes that they made with regards to battle move damage for certain Pokemons. No, I don't think I came across any of that because I haven't done a lot of battles yet. Refined certain gym animations. So if you go to the gym, there's certain animations that they have changed. Not sure exactly, quite well what those are. Improved memory issues. I'm sure that there were some memory problems with the game. I didn't come across that. Remove footprints in nearby Pokemon. This is something that I was, and probably a lot of you were upset at the beginning of the game release. For the first weeks and maybe 2 weeks, they were in the nearby window. Allow you to sort of tell you whether a Pokemon was close enough for you to catch it or for you to locate it and interact and so you can catch it. It used to give you number of footprints. If it was one, it was the Pokemon was close enough so you can either move left, right, or up or down to see if that changed it to no footprints. If it was no footprints, it will show up right away. If it was three, if the Pokemon in will show with 3 footprint, that means it was farther away. You could tell in this window, how far, how close the Pokemon was in relation to your location. This is no longer a feature that you can count on. They removed it at all, so there's no footprints in the nearby window whatsoever. They might have their own reasons to remove it, but there is no more footprints. I think this is in response to certain websites, certain players that develop a way for players to locate Pokemons in the wild using other apps or websites. So I haven't used that. Check the ones. There's a number. I think I also saw an app on Google, Play to for you to use to locate Pokemons. So you can go, straight up and basically cheat the game. So that's a little of disappointment there for removing footprints, but what can you do? Modify battle damage calculations. this is a fix in the background. Battle damage calculations. I guess it has to do with your HP when you battle. How much a Pokemon can be damaged when you battle against it. Um, how much their HP can be lowered by you hitting on the opposite Pokemon. So I'm not sure how. Again, this is something that it needs to be tested. I guess I'm gonna test something like that because I'm always saying that a Pokemon's weight has uh, is it's the Pokemon's weight. I think takes into account when you hit another Pokemon of the same kind. Um, so they adjust that. I don't know how they adjust. I don't know a way to test it, but I probably will do some testing on my own and then report back to you if that helps. Various bug fixes during wild Pokemon encounter. Um, I think there was a major problem that I came across, and I wasn't sure if it was an issue or not. Yes, I think it's related to when you throw a stray ball. Sometimes the ball curves, uh, even though you don't do a curved throw, and that happens a lot when I use the berries, like candy, the berries to make the catch much easier. A lot of times you do a straight throw, and the ball will curve all the way to the right. And I think that has been fixed. I haven't um, tested, but I did a lot of catching today after I upgraded, and I didn't see my balls curving too much. So that's probably one something that was fixed with this upgrade. It says very bug fixes during wild Pokemon encounter. Updated Pokemon details screen. The details screen has changed. You no longer have the transfer button, the candy transfer button on the main details screen. You have to access it by hitting or tapping a new menu button that is next to the X button on the right when you look at the details screen. I'll show you that in a minute. Fix issues with displaying certain uh, I'm sorry, updated achievement medal images. They came out with new images for the medals. And I already saw that. We're gonna go over those. Fix issues with displaying certain map features. Um, Displaying certain map features. I don't know what those features will be, but we'll see if we find those. Minor text fixes, so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the new updates, fixes, bug fixes, and new features modify or being added. Let's go to the game, and we're gonna go through each item. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so you're gonna see that when you launch the game, it's also gonna give you a new warning or reminders that you should play your game safely. So sometimes it will give you a message saying, do not play the game while driving, or do not trespass while playing the game. Things like that. You have to click on the OK button to continue logging on the game. Real quick, the avatar. You go to your avatar. And there's right there a new menu button. You access your avatar settings over here, customize settings. You click on your customize or tab it, and here you can change your avatar. You can change your clothing, the color of your skin, things like that, your hair or your hat, color of your hair. And once you make your changes, if you're not happy with the look of your avatar, you can make the changes over here. Click the check mark on the right and to make the modifications on your profile. Okay, so now while I'm here, I'm going to show you the new updated images for the metal section. These little pictures over here, they're new. The view is different. The jogger, in this case, the jogger metal has changed. They added a little shoe over there. It looks a little cooler than the one before. Okay, so they changed these images to improve the looks of the metals. Okay. The main details button for the Pokemon. So you go to your Pokemon. When you select one of your Pokemons there, you no longer see. I apologize for this problem. I still have this problem with my view messed up. I'm sorry that the Pokemon doesn't show up. That's due to my issue with the issue that I have when I hatch Magmar, so it's messing it up. I already sent a ticket for them to review this issue and see if they can fix it. My girlfriend's niece had the same problem with a different Pokemon. I don't know, how the details as far as that issue that she's having, but it's the same that where the Pokemon doesn't show, and then I can't view any of my Pokemon on the detail screen. But it will show up if I close the game and relaunch it. You access the main screen has been changed right after the date. There's a day at the bottom there. This is the day of when you catch that Pokemon. Right below there was an empty screen, an empty box that will come up and expand when you scroll up, and then right below that box you will see the transfer button, which was similar to the power up button there, the same color, and it was there right at the bottom of the screen in the middle. That's no longer there. They changed it and they moved it into a new section here, and you can access it with the new menu button on the right. Right here is where you can transfer your candy, or you can also mark that Pokemon as favorite, so you can do that. So that has been changed. Footprints, as I said before, has been removed. There's no longer footprints below the nearby Pokemon, and that's a major change, because that was one of the coolest features that they had when they released the game at the beginning of July. What else? Let me see the list. Updated Pokemon details screen, updated achievement medal images, fixed issues with displaying certain map features. I don't know that. Memory issues, remove footprints. Those are the main changes in the new version. So you go ahead and upgrade your new version if you haven't done so, or if your app hasn't updated by its own. Do a manual update and make sure that you have connection to Wi-Fi, so you don't waste your data gigabytes. You don't consume that. Okay. Any questions in the comments, please write it down below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and any comments that you have, more than welcome. Until next time, have a nice and safe Pokemon hunt, and I hope you catch a lot and start doing your battles. Is battles are not once you get into battles, it'll become easiest. You need to start doing that and get points and see if you can take over some gyms. Okay, I'll talk to you the next time. Bye.